Shaheem Reed, the Rap on Wrestling podcast. I'm here with my guys, E. Will, Nick 816. Um, as you can see, I got my Nick jersey on, my Nick hoodie on again. I'm proud of my team. It was for the first part of the night. I had the Knicks on the TV. I had Monday Night Raw on the computer, and Knicks was doing them boys from Philly dirty.
Too dirty.
Shellacking them. We was up by 30 when I turned the game off. So, when it's a trouncing, when we destroying them that bad, and ain't even no need to watch because God forbid they come back, I'm gonna be heartbroken. But it's not even competitive, even with they winning. So I'm always gonna root my team on, but I'm happy. I'm elated. I'm elated.
Yeah. As a basketball fan, I wanted it to be more competitive, but it was over before it was over in the second quarter.
Yeah, I don't care about the competitive as long as we win. I take the whole series like this. Give me a sweep. Just like this. I'm good. It's been too many times I done caught migraines and anxiety and man. I knew how it. Let me have a nice easy victory. Nice easy victory.
Trust me, the Spurs win tonight. People are gonna go straight downtown and they just get together and they honk downtown. It's like a party in the streets, man, every single time.
Yeah. I just want to sit with Pop and talk to him. Like, that's it.
I tell you what, I have a cool story. I was in the Spurs had a basketball league when we were kids, and we were in it. And I was at one of the games, and Pop would be there just watching the kids, and he was in the stands by himself. And I was wearing a Florida Gators hat, and I wanted him to sign, and I gave him a pen. I was like, "Hey, Pop, can you sign my hat?" And then he looked at me. He was like, "Really?" He's like, "A Gators hat?" And I was like, "Man, that's the only thing I got." And he still signed it. My pen didn't work, but man, you see him all the time. Super, super nice. Legend.
Wow.
Legends.
Yeah, salute to Pop, man.
Papa.
So I was telling him I'm predicting the Spurs Knicks final.
I hope so too. That's a good one.
Yeah. We need our give back.
When I left the game, man, I got to give a shout out to OG Pippen. OG out here killing them, man. He's been killing them all playoffs. Shout out to OG, man.
We need that. We need him. We need a third option, and
he looking like a second option. That's my point. Like, he looking like a first, second option.
He actually, and it was in Atlanta the other day. He was the first option. He was killing it. So yeah. I don't know for the people who haven't saw it. Speaking of Atlanta, the boy went viral the other day.
Huh?
Oh, just a little bit. You just went a little bit. I mean, you was on SmackDown. You was on ESPN.
Yeah, man.
You got multiple questions in. How was that?
Yeah, that was, it was the best thing ever in the universe, man. It was like, for one, my team won. Second, Jalen and Kat, they was mad cool. I'm gonna big up the people at State Farm alone. It was State Farm whole publicity team for getting me in the press room, and I'm gonna big up the Hawks. Nothing but a class organization, but y'all know the Knicks is. Y'all see this. I know it. Y'all heard the question. I had to tell Jalen, like, thank you, man. That meant a lot to me because as a Knicks fan, we done been through the dark ages, so it meant a lot to me to be able to tell Jalen, face to face, like, I appreciate you bringing the team back, man. Because listen, man, I'm Knicks fan, Mets fan, Giants fan, bro, and of course wrestling. So, but just to see how just signing one man, Jalen Brunson, has turned the whole team around, got the city on fire. I think to me, he's the best athlete in New York City. I know a lot of people gonna say Aaron Judge, and ain't no disrespect to Aaron Judge because I like Aaron Judge. I'm a fan of Aaron Judge. He's a cool dude. I met him a couple of times, but when it comes to them playoffs, ain't nobody clutch like Captain Clutch, man. So
Yeah.
to be able to share that grief and joy that New York Knicks fans are going through. I know I spoke for all the New York Knicks fans with that, and to be able to throw in a wrestling question, and for him to salute me and big me up like that, be telling yo all y'all reporters y'all need to be asking questions like that. That meant the whole world, man. That was great, and of course to be featured on Sports Center and that I watch, ever since I can remember, and being featured on SmackDown. And with man, big up to WWE for featuring me on SmackDown. That was dope. And the ESPN for putting me on Sports Center. And man, I already got a few opportunities just off of that. Like that was crazy. Like it like stuff happened real fast. So
Yeah.
that was dope. So we got to put our ones up for that one, man. Put our ones up, not just for the Chief, but for Jalen Brunson and Captain Clutch.
Yeah.
There we go.
All it is, man, it's another stamp on the Rap on Wrestling podcast portfolio, man.
Yeah, we growing, man, and a lot of these podcasts that y'all see that's at the top of the tops right now, and big up to everybody that's doing anything in the podcast space. We always gonna salute y'all, and we never showing that hate because we don't have no hate. But it's like a lot of the podcasts that y'all see that's doing the best right now. They've been around for years and years, and us, we only been around for a year now. So I think we've made a hell of a impact.
Oh yeah.
Really, in the past year. So I'm excited, man. I'm excited about what we've done so far. I'm excited about what's to come. We got a really dope interview up right now with Trick Williams. We're gonna drop that Jacob Fatu this week. So we gotta give you some. We gotta get to some sad news, guys.
Yeah.
Or maybe not so sad. You know how E Will is. Maybe not so sad. New Day officially left WWE. They actually put post up to Instagram today. Xavier Woods and Kofi Kingston officially gone from WWE. According to reports, the guys were approached about restructuring their contracts, and from there, I guess they didn't want to restructure it, and they agreed with WWE to mutually agreed, I should say, to part ways, and now they are free agents. And you know what it reminds me a little bit of? The same type of smack in the face that Bret Hart got when he had signed that big, I think it was a 10-year or 20-year contract with Vince McMahon, and Vince came back to him a few weeks later and was like, yo, we can't afford this contract, so we're gonna let you go ahead to WCW. This is right before the world famous Survivor Series incident, the Montreal scandal where, they made Bret Hart lose. They said that he gave up and he never gave up. That the big scandal. Obviously New Day didn't even get a chance to have a last match or a last send off. It was just so random on a Saturday afternoon that we get the news that the guys are gone, and it's sad. It's sad because New Day, Kofi Kingston has been there almost 18 years. Xavier Woods has been there well over 10 years. New Day, they deserve just a grand send off. It's like it's no closure for us as fans. The to tell those guys goodbye from WWE, and you know, it's a business move, but I never like the business moves where there's a sign. I always say if you sign a contract, it's ironclad. So I never like you signing the contract and then somebody tries to get out of the contract, or on both sides. You know, you hear about, you know, artists and, you know, wrestlers and actors and actresses, just people who have signed contracts and they try to get out their contract. I mean, nobody is a slave, so there's a certain business that could be worked out. You could do a buyout or something like that. But I'm just imagining like Kofi and Xavier, like these guys signed this contract extension according to reports last year, September. Not too far gone. And you know, it's a multi-year deal. You know, you thinking you good. You know, you got a Kofi has a family. I know Xavier is single, but shoot, even as a single man, you want to be good. So you like you chilling. You with the company. You know, it's your dream to be WWE. You're fulfilling your dream. You got status there. You're a veteran there. You big dog. You comfortable, right? Like I'm not. I don't want to say they're complacent because, you know, New Day is always striving to do something different and elevate themselves, and they reinvented themselves a few times. But you know, they comfortable. That's their home. And then you got somebody telling you like, nah, you know, like you gotta go. You can't do this deal. Like the money that you signed for got to be less. And you know, when they say restructuring the contract, we don't know what restructuring the contract is. Maybe, you know, they wanted to do and I hate to bring this guy up, the Bobby Bonilla deal where, you know, the Mets couldn't afford to pay him a certain amount, so they had to stretch out the money of his contract. It doesn't, when you hear restructuring the contract, it doesn't always have to be like, okay, well, we agreed to pay you $500.
Mm-hmm.
We can't pay you that 500. We only could pay you 250. It doesn't mean that. Sometimes it's like we agreed to pay you 500 over 5 years. You know, maybe we extend that up. You know, can pay you some of that on the back end, or you know, sometimes they want to front load. Like, yo, can we just? Very rare they front load it, right? But sometimes they like, yo, maybe we want to front load it. So it just depends. And football contracts get restructured all the time. Tom Brady has restructured his contract a lot, but this is not football. This is not a salary cap type situation. So I don't know what was presented to them exactly, but whatever was presented to them wasn't appetizing. And now they're free agents, and I hate to see them go so abruptly. But I'm excited for what the future holds. Nick, what do you think about New Day? Leave it.
Like to me, they were the ones that were just like keep it shit fresh. Like they always are always real good at reinventing themselves, and I don't know, just always kind of keeping themselves you know, doing what they're doing, man. They're great at entertaining. They're great characters. But man, yeah, like you said, it sucks that business is what business is, and you know they couldn't just be great or you know, yeah, man. Like, you enter a certain situation, you think it's gonna go one way, it doesn't. But just wherever they go, wherever they end up, you know, I'm sure they're gonna kill it, man. You know, it's they uncapped potential at this point. I mean, you know, patience, hopefully. So, I'm sure they'll do great, man. I'm excited to see where they're gonna go.
What's your thoughts, bro?
Yeah. First, you never want to see anybody lose their job or anything like that. Number one. Number two, Sunday, you know, me and Dip, shout out to Dip. we started out to record an episode talking AEW indie business, but all of that news dropped at once with all the releases, and we ended up talking about it a little bit. And for me, it was two things. One, I was worried for Kofi a little bit because Kofi is the one out of the two where he's just WWE bred. This is new territory for him. Austin Creed, we can call him that now. We can go back to call him that no longer Xavier Woods, but you know, he had a life before WWE. AJ Styles was influential in it. So he'll be okay. But also, the way my brain works, if we talk in business, this is a plus if AEW can get them. And I say because WWE, they had Xavier and his very successful up, down show. That was very successful. And they lose that. I can see it. I can see a world where Tony Khan realizes Austin Creed's importance in the video game world and gives him a position in charge of that with Kenny Omega, where they revamp the whole video game thing and get all of that going. It's just so many things. Unfortunately, these dudes are casualties of a one-sided war. AEW claimed since day one they claim to be the alternative, but WWE, the corporate machine, saw them as competition, although they have been stating since day one that they're an alternative. And with that, to keep people from going to the alternative or possibly going, you gave them bloated contracts during the pandemic. Now you want to top that in half. It makes no sense. It's just corporate
well, Vince gave those contracts out during the pandemic.
But also it's corporate greed. Especially when you're a public traded company, all your business is public. So now we know that the three top execs pulled in $150 million. They had record-breaking revenue, and this is you trying to take 50% off the talent. It's a bad look. And when free agency comes up, you got to think about this. All of this is going to play into effect.
It's some not to cut you off, bro, but it's some people when it comes to sports. I and I know sports is absolutely a business, right? But it's some people that I think are just untouchable. Like I went through this being a diehard Met fan, being a Met fan since 1985, right? Hulkamania full swing. I started watching them in 85 and I got hooked in that 1986 season. I was diehard before they won the championship, but I started getting hooked that 1986 season because I'm a huge Dow Strawberry and Dot Gun fan. But being a Met fan for almost 40 years, over 40 years, I should say, Peter Monzo is he was the first baseman. He just broke the record last year for most home runs as a Met. He's a homegrown talent, right? Like he's done so much for the organization. He had the opportunity to break the RBI record and all-time games played record and all-time consecutive games played. He's Iron Man. I'm like, yo, and his contract was up last year, and they didn't sign him, and he's with the Orioles, and it makes me sick, and I don't even really watch the Mets because I'm so disgusted with them for a number of reasons. And I feel like certain people, regardless of the contracts that they gave so much to your organization, they should be untouchable. Randy Orton should be WWE for life. John Cena, of course, WWE for life. New Day, all three of them should be WWE for life. 99 Hart. It's just certain people that Undertaker. It's just certain people that just should be untouchable. WWE for life, and you don't let like such beloved people such as Kofi and Xavier leaves, locker room leaders. And like you said, with the gaming, and let's not forget, Kofi, he's a trailblazer on the sneaker scene, right?
Mm-hmm.
All the sneakers that he didn't wore at WWE before, when sneakers was a thing. So I felt like they should be using those guys, even if they don't have creative for what they need to be doing in the ring, because I think they've transcended it. I think they still got a lot left in the tank, and we're going to talk about them wrestling soon. I think that they both got a lot left in the tank as far as actually wrestling, and they still could go at a higher level. But I feel like those guys, you need to actually be making them ambassadors. Like, we need to be like how we see Miz doing a lot of stuff on the outside, how he's, how Miz is transcended just being an in-ring competitor. That's what New Day should be. They should be personalities, and you could make a lot of money with them during that. They should have, I know they had the video gaming show, a sneaker show. They was doing a podcast with Big E at a certain point. It's just so much
Mm-hmm.
stuff that they could do outside the ring that, to me, they're invaluable. And
Yeah.
wherever they go, wherever they go, it's gonna be
So,
the brothers.
I got to tell you this though, man. Your precious Knicks, they let Patrick Ewing go to Seattle.
I know.
The Cowboys let Emmitt Smith go to the Cardinals. The Bulls had a three-peat and broke up the team. It sucks because you may think you're super valuable. The fans will think you're valuable, but in this corporate game, man, you just another number. Unfortunately, and these guys deserved a lot more, a lot better than that. I mean,
What is Davidson got traded? Davidson, like,
they were given scraps and turned it into a 5-star meal every time. You know what I'm saying? This Grayson Waller run could have been great if he wasn't in it. You know what I mean? Involved in it. By the way, he still works there. Kyrie Sane's gone. Jason Mateo's gone. The New Day are gone, but Grayson Waller is still there.
nah. Well, I don't want to do that. You know what I'm saying? Grayson Waller. I never want to say such and such is gone, but such and such is there. I don't want to do that. This doesn't. Everybody deserves their chance. Like,
And yeah,
and you got to understand, Grayson Waller is probably making considerably less.
and that's the thing. Yeah, and you know what it is? This reminds me of when the industry started, the music industry started offering the 360 contracts, and it was kind of like you had to get down or lay down. You know what I mean? And then this is that feel, and it feels like just paying attention to everything. Not everybody's at Fanatics Fest. Maybe the people that attend Fanatics Fest took the TKO 50% less deal. That's how I'm seeing it. So, I mean, it's beneficial to some. It's not beneficial to others. I think the others who had a name before WWE, they probably would take their chances out on the market because there's a lot of different promotions. It's not just AEW. You got foreign wrestlers in WWE who can go to New Japan, who can go to UK. Those scenes are all thriving right now. So it's a lot going on. You don't want to see people lose their jobs, but I'm not too worried about everybody's landing spots. I don't know too much about the NXT releases, but the main roster releases, the YS6, all of them, I think everybody be just fine.
Everybody's gonna be good. We talked about it before. I hate to see Kyrie gone too. I think she's great. I thought, like, at their peak, her and Oscar had so much swag when they was coming to the ring with the face paint on and delivering in the ring. And we seen Kyrie prior to WWE fight men. She's dope, man. So
Listen,
I would love to see her
She left in 2021. Also, she didn't renew her contract. She's also in the history books as the first women's New Japan IWGP Championship. And she walked away from that to come back to act like she's scared of Asuka and this scared anime character.
I never liked that. I told y'all every week that I hate that. Kyrie, I told y'all that every week. I hated that.
It was like they got their creative from Sailor Moon. I can't explain it. It was weird. Kyrie deserved better than that. She's a top tier. Like the lack of respect for international talents and their accomplishments before going there is blaringly alarming, and nobody ever says anything about it. You know, you're just happy to see them, but they mishandle a lot of the foreign talents, and a lot of times they blame it on the English barrier, but AEW and other companies prove that's not the case. You know what I mean? Like, you don't have to speak perfectly English to be a champion or to be in a main card seat. That was just some weird Vince McMahon things. Like, you know what I'm saying? Vince McMahon, he didn't like people sweating. He released people because they were sweating in front of him. So that was his thing that he created, but that's not how the overall wrestling business works.
Yeah, he released people who sweating in front of him.
Yes, there's a lot of stories, man.
What he talking about? What he talking about, bro?
Look up all the weird Vince stories. He don't like what was it steak? What is it weird? You can't yawn in front of him. It was different things like that. He ended your run because you yawned in front of him.
That's crazy.
Just look it up, man. It's out there.
Because sleep is because of the death.
It's out there, but y'all so in love with WWE, y'all ignore all the bullshit that everybody else sees on the regular. You know what I mean? But it's all good.
Word and nobody getting fired because they ate steak.
Well, no. I mean, he has weird quirks that either stops people pushes or gets them suspended. It happened. You know what I mean? TKO is trying to get away from his past, but in doing so, you're hurting professional wrestling. Whatever, it might be good for your bottom line, but for the overall business, every move they've been making the last couple of years has been bad for the business overall.
Well, let's not say every move that they make, man.
And every time you criticize them, somebody comes with the excuses for them. Y'all sound like the Pump fans.
I'm not coming. It's way different from that.
Like y'all, they just come up with excuses every time.
I'm just saying you can't just make a blanket statement and say every move that they made has hurt people.
A lot of moves has been bad for a lot of the.
They have
been bad.
I will agree that they have made a lot of moves that have been bad. You know, from R-Truth to, you know, these, you know, the WrestleMania tickets, like.
And it's bad for them when the people that you release go to other companies and shine. It makes y'all look weird. It makes them look weird. It's like
this is the other thing too, is that, you know, with all of these releases, they got a whole new crop of people that's coming up. You know, that's the thing. They gotta make room for it. And as much as I hate to see New Day leave, they wasn't doing nothing.
But that's all creative.
That's all creative. I'm not saying that it's New Day's fault, but
it's one of the best tag teams of all time.
Yeah, they wasn't doing nothing. So now they get a chance to go, you know, whether it's overseas. Like I think they should just do a whole world tour. Like imagine the reception they're gonna get when they go to Japan. Imagine the reception they're gonna get over in Europe, and, you know, shoot, even like if they go to Mexico, they gonna get crazy responses everywhere. I think they should do a New Day world tour before they even go to. I'm not saying they're gonna go to AEW. It'd be dope for them to see them in AEW, but I think they should go on a whole world tour.
That 90-day contract. That 90-day contract is up in early August, right around that time.
But it might not be for them since they had to negotiate. They might have had some leverage. Like, yo, give us our full release now. Like, we ain't doing that no complete clause.
I see them premiering I see whoever the Young Bucks face at All In London. The lights go out. They come on, we got the New Day standing there. We finally get the Elite versus New Day. And one thing I like about Tony Khan and AEW, we seen it with Thunder Rosa, we seen it with Claudio. Now we seeing it with shout out to Andrade, who's the new IWGP Global Heavyweight Champion. He won the championship this weekend at Don Taco. They're all signing dual contracts that allow them to hit the Indies, hit New Japan, hit CMLL, hit wherever they want to go. So I can see that, New Day getting, they family men now. So them getting that stability first and then going on tour. Because there's a lot of tag teams around the world that I know that they want to face and that want to face them. But I take it back to 2018 when right before AEW started. New Japan, when the Elite came out, Kenny Omega came to the ring with the Booty-O shirt. You know what I'm saying? The Young Bucks in their Twitter bio almost 10 years ago. We will face the New Day one day, and we will all rejoice. Like,
no, it's gonna be. There's so many dream matches. Like,
oh yeah,
and it's a million dream matches, not just as a tag team, but singles. Like,
singles.
I want to see Kofi against Swerve. I want to see Xavier Woods and Moxley get into like a blood match, and I would love to see what Will Ospreay could do with both of those guys. So it's gonna be fun, and they're gonna take it overseas, and they got some unfinished business with the Hurt Business and Ricochet and all of those guys. So it's gonna be dope. But you know who I'm excited about too, as well as being a free agent, is Cobb, JC Mateo.
Jeff Cobb is back. Let's go.
We never really got to see him do work. In hindsight,
he has a few options.
He has a few options, man. I think he should do the world tour too. I was excited about seeing him join the MFTs, but in hindsight, when he got lost in the sauce because he's not Samoan and he's not Tongan, so he wasn't family to Solo and he wasn't family to the Tongan brothers, so he's just lost in the sauce. He probably would have been just being better off being on Raw and taking on a role like Rusev, where he's just this monster heel and
if you
people down.
If you had to do it, I would have loved to see maybe him and Royce Keys together as a scene. You know what I'm saying? Like something like that. But him, like, before choosing to sign with WWE, he made multiple appearances at AEW. His home court is New Japan, and his faction is on top of the chart, on top of the game right now, United Empire. So in so many different ways he can go, but I'm excited about him. God bless Tongaloa, man. I don't know, man. I don't know what he's gonna do without his brother, yo. I honestly don't know. But the person I'm most excited, the two people I'm most excited for were Nikki Cross and Dexter Lumis, waiting for Alice to go to New Japan. God, I would like to see Zelina in Stardom. That would, I think she would be a top 3 women's wrestler in Stardom in Japan.
But it's hard, bro. Like not everybody want to go to Japan. Not everybody wants it. So it depends. There's some people that's chomping at the bit. They love to go overseas.
That's that. Unfortunately, that's where the money is. It's like the WNBA players outside of the WNBA season, they go overseas.
They overseas, yeah.
You know what I mean? And it's smart. It's good. It's proving you're the best in the world, not just the best in the company. And it's no disrespect. Like, it's really, like, as a fan, I love what Megan Bain is doing. I don't think people understand. She's on 3 different continents in 1 week. She's been doing that for the last year. She's been champion in Japan and in UK and been going back and forth. Now she's crazy. So, I mean, if you really love the sport, man, why not, do what you love and get paid? You're getting paid from all these different sources. You can pick your own schedule. All these people are gonna be just fine, man. I'm just worried about what Kofi's name gonna be. Are they gonna just be like Kofi? Or are they gonna give him a last name? Because you can't take Kingston with him. And they can't take the New Day. So
they might though. We don't know what they
WWE own those trademarks. They do still own the trademarks for the names and everything.
I mean, hey, if y'all don't want to pay us our money, let us take the name. We don't know.
Yeah.
Well, let's talk about the people that's on the roster. While we got a little bit of time left. And now, see what WWE is doing now. I wanted them to do in reverse. Like Jacob Fatu, he's going after Roman. Much to my surprise and delight, Gunther, it looks like he's now off Raw and he's on SmackDown. He attacked Cody Rhodes on Friday night.
He did. That's right.
Yeah, he attacked Cody. So I wanted to see the reverse coming out of WrestleMania. I wanted to see Gunther step up, challenge Roman, because I don't think they've ever fought before. So, Gunther Roman, at least not on a big stage. Gunther Roman for the first time. And Jacob Fatu, Cody, they got so much unfinished business, like leading up to WrestleMania.
We still don't know what attacked them.
You don't know who attacked them on Saturday night's main event. They was killing each other. So it easy to get a chance to have a match.
Drew and Cody are both on SmackDown, right?
Yeah.
What you said would have made more sense with him being on SmackDown afterwards.
Yeah, I would have loved that. And
you know what
because Jacob is still going back and forth between Raw and SmackDown. He has issues with Solo Sikoa again on SmackDown, and
I think that's just a formality. I think the two different brands is just a formality at this point. You know what I mean? Just for I guess I don't even want to say storylines. Like we just had SmackDown and we had Raw. But everybody switches back and forth now, right? Or am I bugging? Like they appear on both shows?
Not everybody. I mean, the lane is open for you to do it, but I think they're gonna just do the switch. I think that it's a straight up trade, and Gunther needs to go to SmackDown because he needs some fresh opponents. And I don't know if he's gonna fight Cody at Backlash, but I could definitely see him and Cody fighting at the Clash in Italy, because he was definitely promoting Clash in Italy. So
that might be
Cody. I think it's gonna be a good match. We might see him. Listen, we might see Gunther take the belt. Early prediction: we might see Gunther take the belt from Cody, setting up Brock Lesnar going for a championship at SummerSlam against
in Minnesota.
Yeah.
I like that. I like that. I do think, because like my prediction, once I saw that Jacob was going to challenge Roman, this is a whole family story. This is from the moment he was going to challenge, I had every faith that Jacob is going to lose. But the goal of this match is for him to fall in line with the family. And it's not going to be like a begrudging fall in line. He's going to realize he's not ready when he loses, and he's going to acknowledge the tribal chief and get him with his family where he belongs. And he's going to realize he's making more money hand over fist with the family. But eventually, he's going to want to knock Roman off. And that's going to be the big payoff. Maybe next Mania. But I do think the whole thing of this, Jacob's going to fall in line with the family.
Well, they're definitely building Jacob to be the Monster Hill, because he took out the whole MFTs. He destroyed them 2 weeks in a row. He's destroyed Roman 2 weeks in a row with that Tongan death grip. It was so funny to hear Roman talk about you pulled the Tongan death grip. That you do that when you're in desperation, when you're in a bar fight. Like you do that in a bar fight. You don't do that against family. Roman is so great. Roman is so great in his role.
So you made me think about something just now. Walt Gunther isn't the real career killer because we knew that those guys were going to retire beforehand. But Jacob Fatu beat up the MFTs, and 2 of them got future endeavor. That's the real career killer.
That's crazy, right? One from WWE. That's crazy.
Yo, last time we seen him was getting dubbed out by Jacob, man.
But Tonga Loa had that botch, man. I think that might have been the final straw. He fell off the table.
You gotta change that to Lowe's. He has his own botch reel just from being in WWE alone. His own botch reel. Like, I'm not even talking the funny New Japan stuff. Because if they would have leaned more into that, because he has a very good, funny character. Like, I can't explain it, but
I think Tonga Loa is somebody who would have benefited from like house shows, and I think he just needs more reps in the ring. So maybe it's something where he goes to TNA, or he goes, he stays close, or maybe he goes to NXT, and just kind of keep it close where he could get them reps in the ring where he don't have, because he does have a lot of botches, and unfortunately he got a lot of botches.
I do have to ask WWE, what is their issue with having brothers perform together? Because Gorillas of Destiny, again, I know they don't acknowledge people's past, but they're one of the most decorated IWGP tag teams of all time. And they never really tagged together in WWE.
We never got the big no-brainer marquee match with them and Usos, which
they owned their name, Gorillas of Destiny. So God, the marketing on that, everything would have been great if you would have pushed that. Same, just like if you would push the Lucha Brothers. It's right there. It's right. It's like the teacher left the SAT answer sheet and left the class for 30 minutes. It's right there.
Well, with the Lucha Brothers, I just think they believe so much in Penta, like they're trying to keep them away from each other as long as they can, because
I have a theory.
They feel like Penta's the superstar, which he is.
I have a theory. I do think that they think that Penta is the better wrestler. I mean, Ray is the better wrestler, but Penta is more marketable. His mask is cooler. His look is cooler.
His whole vibe, his whole art.
Everything is just cooler. Like, I'm a fan when he rocked his outfit with a jean jacket with the collar up. Fire! Like, his look is crazy. But I just think, like, as a team, y'all left a lot of money on the table. But when you look at the releases, it was pretty much all tag teams that got the boot. I think I was looking at the tag team division releases since the top of the year. Gargano's the only one left from that meme I saw.
Mm-hmm.
And it was like 6 tag teams on there. They're all gone.
Well, Axiom is still there.
Axiom is still there.
Los Garza, we saw the Creed brothers pop up tonight out of nowhere.
I think you're leaving money on the table because Axiom to separate as solo stars are great. Nathan Frazier,
and Axiom.
It's like it's all there for you, man. You got to get away from that sitcom format of 4 main characters and then everybody else is just background characters. You gotta do that. You have enough airtime to give everybody shine. Cut back on some of these promos, man. Cut back on some of these video packages. You got a whole roster. Take advantage of some of these other partnerships you got and send them out. Not, they've been sending them to AAA. But you have a dope roster. Use them. Some of us fans would like to see some of the people you don't show. And I would rather you show them a little bit than have them future endeavor to have to look for a job because they're not being used.
I mean, the fact of the matter is, the state of business is that every year we're gonna see them future endeavors because they got this system, they got this incubation system from Evolve and NXT, and
It's flawed.
it,
That's all I'm saying. It's a flawed system. It needs work.
but it's only but so much space that you have, man. Even though you have these hours and hours of shows,
Like you
your
got
5 hours of shows, 4 to 5 hours, but
You got Netflix. Give the girls their own show. Give them their own hour weekly show. You know, it's different things you can
I
do.
love that. I do think the women deserve that.
I don't need to see multiple backstage reality shows featuring Triple H. It's other people on the roster. You know what I mean? So I just not to compare. You watch other companies and you see how they use their talent. New Japan does a lot of multi-man matches, but they also do a lot of solo matches and they give everybody a chance to shine. Like you have a big enough. We come from an era. Before this era, peak era was the Attitude Era. The bottom of the card to the top of the card was over. The oddities, the Mexico, whoever you could think of at the bottom of the card, they were super over. They didn't need belts. The oddities would just come out and dance and wave. Everybody was over, you know what I mean? And they got away from that. And if they just get back to that, I understand the future's endeavors will happen, but it's tough when it's people that, you know, can contribute a lot more to the company than they were able to.
I just think that at a certain point, man, like I know they're big into telling the stories and everything, but I think that on SmackDown and Raw, we can just have like every week just spotlight matches and just go. Like, you know, I mean, it's a bad example because Finn and JD, they're involved in the storyline and they have the history, but you know, I think every week, like how we used to see on WCW, we used to just see the workhorses go. Eddie Guerrero and Psychosis just go. Rey Mysterio and Moving to just go.
You didn't even story. The best story, I think Bully Ray said it recently. One of the easiest ways to get to a storyline is I want to fight you. It's simple. Like you see it in AEW a lot. Like the low man on the totem pole will challenge Mox, and that's why they have eliminator matches. You think he about to lose, and he ends up winning, and he gets the shot. So it's
sad. I think some of this stuff is just overthought. Like let's just go. You know what I'm saying? Like this is the match. This I don't even think you need to like just announce the match.
That's it.
Just wait. Finn Balor versus Joe Hendry.
Bro, just wait on. That's it. Just surprise us. Like when you do the whole storyline, so is let's say it's 4 weeks of the same two people fighting each other. Then you got 4 weeks of that person you just saw fighting another person for the same 4 weeks. It's like, how many times can you watch Ryu and Ken fight each other when it's Chun-Li and Ryu? When you can do Blanca and Sagat, like it's so many other combinations you can go to. Like
I ain't gonna lie though, they got something special, really special with Bron Breakker versus Seth Rollins. I love every second of this. Doesn't wait for this match.
I didn't like it at first. Didn't like it at first. I didn't like the interference at Mania. I wish that he would have attacked Seth after the match. I wish it would have been clean because that match was so great.
I wanted them just to have the match at Mania. Like
that was the original wish.
Like go. You know what I'm saying? Like it's already there. Like you were saying, just go. But this is the match I'm looking forward to most at Backlash. I want to see Seth and Bron Breakker. Bron Breakker is incredible. And Bron Breakker is so he got it, man. He got it. And it's like every time he just steps in the ring, we hear the dog chants. He got the new shirt. The spears is to me is top 2, 3 most devastating moves in all of wrestling. He could do the amateur wrestling. He do it all, man. I love it.
He has a mix that not too many wrestlers have. He has a mix where he's super scary and he can do comedy.
Mm-hmm.
Like we've seen in his promos how funny he can be.
When he was imitating stuff, he's like the visionary, the revolution. He's hilarious.
Again, not to change subject. Over is another way. I remember the promo in NXT when he switched the voice to the white voice that he was doing. Like these guys have it, and Bron and Seth. I like the way that the Street Profits and Joe Hendry are pulled into this. I love it.
Yeah,
that's thinking creative. Whoever came up with this whole segment, whatever producer, kudos. That's how you do it.
And it's almost. Although I would like to see the Street Profits and Seth be a faction, but it was kind of cool where it's like they like, nah, we ain't messing with you, Seth. We still our own. You rocking, but
You think?
Jugger.
I got hope that faction will eventually happen.
I think it will.
Yeah.
I think that they'll talk some sense into them, and that's all they need is a little bit of that rub. Oh,
I don't know about Joe Hendry. It's gonna probably not somebody else, but
Joe Hendry, he's just there. You know what I'm saying? He's just there. But big up to Joe Hendry. We like him, but man, this Seth and Bron Breakker, I think they could take this all the way up to SummerSlam. I think it probably culminates in SummerSlam. And both of them can go like, and is great as Bron Breakker is already in the ring. I think having a series of matches with Seth Rollins is gonna make him so much more incredible. Like all of this, if he can stay healthy, this is just grooming him for WrestleMania. Like
he's one wrestler. He's one of the wrestlers, and I'm gonna put Ospreay in that category too. For me, they just have to slow down just a little bit. Like I'm such a big fan of theirs. I want to see the longevity, and Bron Breakker, man, he's got to slow down because his last couple injuries were. I don't want to say they could have been predictable, but it was just a little. He can play crazy, but like tone it down just a tad bit, maybe just for career sake. You know what I'm saying? Like for instance, I don't want that for Darby because Darby comes from the Jackass world. Like if you seen him before AEW, he was on the Jackass tapes. He was doing all that crazy shit. So nothing surprising me with him, but I don't want to see I'm worried about the neck issues and the concussions.
But I think Bron is. I think when he's in the ring, he got to watch his workout regimen. But in the ring, he's not hot flying. Hot flying is when you get a lot of the injuries. So he's not doing a lot of hot flying stuff. He's doing that spear
because he got hurt trying to do a Frankensteiner, I believe, off the top rope. One of them times.
Yes, you're right about that. You are absolutely right. So, and I don't think we've seen him do it since.
No, I don't think so.
Maybe that's something you pull out every once in a while. Shit, Brock Lesnar was doing moonsaults at one point.
Until he almost unalived himself.
Yeah. But he's, with anything though, I think they've done a hell of a job of. Mm-hmm. Just cultivating Bron. He's with Paul Heyman, one of the greatest minds. He has a feud with Seth. I think he's gonna benefit feuding with Seth than even being under Seth's swing because in a faction because now he gets a chance to really work with Seth in real time and we're working with arguably the best in WWE. So I'm excited for Bron Breakker. Jacob Fatu looks incredible, man. Like
Man.
he really holding his own, and I like the fact that I like the fact that he's not expected to go line for line with Roman, right? Roman comes out there, and Jacob Fatu is no slouch on the microphone. Like he promos. I think that's why he is what he is, because but Jacob he's not meant for long promos. He's meant for like them little 30-second in and out promos. Like he's like a rapper that just hits you with with a quick 8 bars. You know what I'm saying? You might just want to hear a verse.
And he
You
does
need to hear a whole song for him.
he doesn't use words that we can't see him not using. And for instance, when Roman did the whole suffering succotash thing, like Jacob sounds like we understand where he's coming from. Like he's very relatable. And that's why I love it, man. Like listen, man. Of course, he saw me grinding for 12 years, but if you was big dog here for 12 years, you could have been brought me in. If you was really about the family, you could have brought me up. Solo brought me in, not two. So like his whole stance, I love it. It's on some black sheep. Like I don't give a shit about the tribal chief, man. My kids gotta eat.
But I think what makes it work, what makes this feud work so well is that it's not a cut and dry, good and bad guy. Both of them blur the lines where, Roman is doing some heel things, Jacob is doing some heel things, and both of them they have points. They making points in their promos. Like Roman is like, yo, you thinking about your 7 kids? I'm thinking about 107 kids. You thinking about education. I'm thinking about generations of education. I'm thinking about generational wealth. Like I'm really like Roman is like, when I say the bloodline, I really mean the bloodline. I'm not just talking about us in this ring right now. And one of the things that I thought was dope too tonight is that he told Jacob, he's like, look, when it comes to being family, we are equal. We are the same blood. You are my cousin. I love you. But when it comes to this ring, no, you're not ready yet. I'm the one. You can't mess with me in this ring. And that just caused Jacob to snap. Jacob just snapped doing this damn tongue death grip, and he's not even tonguing.
Yeah. That was the next PLE. It's Saturday, right?
It's Saturday. Me and Ari the Oracle are joining forces, and we're going down to Tampa, Florida. So you'll see see the brothers making their appearance.
Yeah.
We're trying to get Spiffington to come out.
We got get some hats made or something, like something for y'all to wear when y'all down here on doing your thing representing the team, man.
I know Spiff's got that event with Zilla on the 9th.
Yeah, it's the same day. So yeah, it's gonna be cool. I talked to Spiff, so we're gonna work it out. But yeah, man, this is what it is. So Ruka had a botch tonight, unfortunately, but it would have been perfect if she could have hit it clean. She botched it a little bit, but I love So Ruka to death. I think she is. I'm saying it right now. I think she's gonna win Money in the Bank, and she's gonna be a world champion before the year is over.
I can see that. Yeah, I can see her in that finisher off the ladder. Oh my god!
Incredible.
Like what I love about her is before she got into wrestling, her goal was to be a stunt woman. So she's not scared. Like she performs with a passion, and she's not scared. I like the way she left NXT when she got pushed off the stage through the table.
And she could still be a stunt woman too, which is crazy.
Yeah.
So I was in New Orleans, and none of this is official yet, but I was in New Orleans and I was talking to some of the people out there, and they were saying that they were saying when Money in the Bank is gonna be in New Orleans in September. it may get pushed back, but they were saying because Money in the Bank is usually in summertime, usually in June, but they
Yeah.
have the Crown Jewel is in June. On June 27th, my birthday, matter of fact. So, you know,
Yeah.
that's just a fun fact. But the people in New Orleans, they definitely still watching WWE, but they definitely was pissed about not having WrestleMania. They was disappointed, and they definitely want WWE to make it up to them. Money in that'll be a nice initial piece off them, but it's still a lot more to go.
Yeah. I think a city like New Orleans, which is one of the food capitals of the world, which is also, one of the most beautiful cities. I think WWE coming through for them economically would do wonders for them. And it'll give them those people they've been through a lot. They've been through, Katrina. They've been through a lot, man. And they're really good fans. Like really good fans.
Yo, they're great people, and
Man.
big up to Trombone Shorty, and big up to all of the people at the Shorty Academy, man. I was out there, and Trombone Shorty, he takes these kids under his wing, and they have an academy where they get to learn music, and they're learning, and they play all these instruments, and the kids are so talented. I went out there to see them, and the kids are so talented, man. I got a chance to drive the new Acura out there. Was test driving the Acura MDX is dope. I had a ball, man. Went
Yeah.
to the jazz festival, saw Rod Stewart for the first time perform. Ozzy Brothers perform, Nas perform.
I'm,
Um,
I'm jealous, man. Rod is on my bucket list, man.
yeah,
He's one of those
bro.
guys.
Listen. I want to see him again, and I actually just got an email saying that some of the tickets for him in Vegas is only $50. He's performing in Vegas from the end of May to the beginning of June, so we might have to go out there and see Rod Stewart. I would love to see it again.
Yeah. I might have to hop on a plane for that.
He killed it, bro. He starts singing that shit. If you want my body and you think I said it, you know.
Did he do Forever Young?
He did Forever Young.
Oh man.
He killed that too. He's 81. It's funny. Him and Ron Isley around the same age, early 80s. And vocally they still sound incredible. Ron Isley, he sits in a chair now for most of his performance, but Rod Stewart he's up and about, he's moving around. He ain't doing no Chris Brown choreography or nothing like that, but he's active, man. And we were staying in the same hotel too, the Windsor Court out in New Orleans, and it was ill just to get on the elevator, get off the elevator. I should see and Rod Stewart just walking through the lobby, just chilling. He went to the bar a couple of nights. He went over the. We was right across the street from Harris. He was at Harris in the casino, just enjoying himself, and
Man.
yo, was that Rod Stewart? He like, yeah, he chucked the deuce and keep it moving. So it was, yeah, and then
Hip hop is life, man. But yacht rock, saw that '80s rock, man. That's my shit, man. Rod is just
Rod Stewart is incredible, and I got a Trombone Shorty.
yeah.
I'm telling y'all right now, if y'all ever get a chance to go see Trombone Shorty perform, he had his Shorty Fest. I went to that where he performed at Tip. He had a show at Tipitina's. Man, that brother tore it down. And I can't say that I'm the most well versed in his whole catalog, but he is one of those dynamic performers which I love is that, I love going to shows sometimes where I'm not well versed in somebody's catalog, but you
Mhm.
go there and you just feel the energy, and he's such a dynamic performer that you gonna know his catalog by the end of the week, because you're gonna listen to this, you're gonna pull up his whatever streaming you do, I listened to it on the way home, and you know he's dope, man. He brought out John Baptiste, and Tank from Tanking the Bells, and Big Frida, and he brought the people from the Shorty Academy out, and it was dope, man. New Orleans is an incredible place. The service is immaculate. Like they always show love. The food is incredible.
Hey, real quick,
Yeah,
the pictures and video you post, was he performing outside?
no,
Or
you know
did
what? He was performing inside in this place called Tipitina's, but they had this thing called the Battle of the Bands, and I'm gonna put that footage up too. It was so crazy, is that they had bands from two schools, and they battled in the middle of the street. Like it's
Oh,
so it's like they meet each other, like they come in the middle of the street, and people is there, like
yeah.
friends, family, just spectators, and we all just standing in the middle of the street, and it's like there's they just going at it. They just going
Yeah.
at it. They one band plays a song, another band plays another, then they do their routine, they do another routine. It's crazy. I'm gonna put it up. I'm gonna send you some footage. We could put it up and post or whatever, but it's crazy, man. Like it's wild. So it's been a really good week. I've been on the road so much, man, from going to see my mom for her me and Ari mom for her birthday. I can't leave Ari out. Me and Ari mother for her birthday, and our aunt for her birthday, and
Yeah.
WrestleMania, and going to New Orleans. We got Backlash, and it's crazy. Now we about to get into the summer, and do the summertime travel too. So we got a lot of interviews still left over from WrestleMania. Nick got them edited up, so we gonna start throwing them joints out. And we here, man, the Rap on Wrestling podcast.
Can I give a couple birthday shout outs before we go?
Of course, you got to.
Yeah, the other day, yesterday, I'm sorry, today, my stepdaughter Corey, today's her birthday. She turned 17. Happy birthday to her.
Big up to Corey, the young queen.
Yes. My sister's birthday is May Cinco de Mayo.
Yes, indeed.
And my cousin Josh, man, I love you, man. Your birthday just passed as well, too. So happy birthday to all y'all, man. I love you. And yeah, keep going up. I wish you many more years. Happy birthday to your mom. Everybody whose birthday just recently passed. Man.
Word, thank you, man. We love
Oh,
we love your family, man.
and one more. Shout out to Bakehead Seafood. Shout out to Killer Mike, man. I was up there the other day. We chopped it up. We talked. I did a little commercial for him.
When we gonna get him on the show, man?
And that's the tough part, man. Getting him on, give him to sit still. I told him, I was like, we need you on here, bro.
We just had to go to Bankhead Seafood to shoot it.
Yeah. Well, me and Dip, shout out to Dip, man. We're gonna be doing like the indie wrestlers and non-WWE stuff. We got an okay for him to shoot content with indie wrestlers there, so we can definitely shoot some of our own content there as well. He's family, so yeah, so we got that. But shout out to everybody out here who supports us. We're gaining a lot of traction, man. It's a lot of people out here paying attention. Shout out to my guy Leo Rush. We've been talking. I'm trying to see if we can get either the real Leo Rush or the character Blackheart to come on the show. But
he's on.
Shout out to Leo Rush and shout out to my boy Jet. We've been talking as well. Kevin Knight. So got some things on the horizon.
I like it, man. Big up to those brothers. Before I forget, a big birthday shout out to my other brother, Mr. Lloyd Bellamy, Mr. Inconspicuous, never take pictures. He don't even have a picture I could post on the gram just to big him up. But he been my best friend since we was like 6 years old. So
Wow.
he just had a big birthday. So big birthday to him.
Salute
Big
to him.
birthday to big heavenly birthday to Ari's pop.
Oh,
So
man.
it's a lot going on. It's a lot of great things. So we locked in, Nick A16, Spiff TV, Ari the Oracle, E Will, I'm Shaheem Reed. You gonna see me popping up again in the locker room during the playoffs, man. So we got more to come on that side. So it's a great thing, and more hits. Rapping Wrestling Podcast. Please like, share, subscribe, tell your friends to tell their friends, and we're gonna keep it going.